Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, we're back on the Ibrahim Magu matter, a story that shows no give. Now guys, we're late to the latest development, but nevertheless, here it is. Magu speaks after release from detention. So of course, Ibrahim Magu was released a day or two ago. So that's why I said we're late to the development, but haven't been released. Now he now speaks. Again, the headline, Magu speaks after release from detention. So now let's now see what the Wayo man has to say. The suspended acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC, Ibrahim Magu, has spoken after his release from detention. According to an exclusive interview obtained, Magu asked Nigerians not to give up on the fight against corruption. He said whether he's the chairman of EFCC or not, Nigerians must own the war against corruption, which President Muhammadu Buhari is determined to eradicate. So this is Ibrahim Magu now speaking in his own words. The embattled EFCC boss said what he went through was one of those risks of the job, adding that all the allegations flying around were to tarnish his image and that of the EFCC. He noted, "As for me, I will forever wage a war against corruption. I urge Nigerians to continue to support the fight against corruption. They should not give up on the fight because corruption kills a nation faster than any other thing. It is not a personal fight. Whether I am chairman of EFCC or not, the anti-corruption war must continue. What I have gone through is a case of dog eats dog, but I see it as one of those risks of the job. We must not give up in any way." Speaking on the allegations filed against him, Magu said, "They are nonsense. They are mere trumped up allegations to tarnish my image and that of the EFCC. I did not steal or divert or convert funds for private use. I read the allegations and I was shocked." So he was shocked was his response to that allegation, but of course he would say that. So I am not weighing on one side or the other, but saying I am shocked is not enough to exonerate him. It's just all that I am saying. He continues, "I thank Nigerians for their support. They should not be discouraged. I am happy to be back. I believe the war against corruption is winnable." Earlier, it was reported that Victor Ubani, a former vice president of the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA), has faulted President Buhari for keeping Magu for 5 years without being confirmed by the Senate. Ubani said the president should have sought confirmation from the Senate or replaced Magu. He said an acting chairman should not have been in the running for the permanent position. If you look at the act that created the office of the chairmanship of the EFCC, there is no room for acting capacity, even though people will want to have a recourse to the interpretation that if you have the power to appoint, you also have the power to put someone in an acting capacity. But what happened in Magu's case is that you sent him for confirmation and the Senate rejected him, and you now kept him in an acting capacity for 5 years. Even if somebody has to serve in an acting capacity, it shouldn't be up to a year because there must be confirmation as required by law, Ubani said. So this is the travails of Ibrahim Magu now that we're still contending with. This story, of course, is going to run and run. I suspect that this story is just at the beginnings of it because there's still a lot of mysteries behind this story. But this guy has now come out into the public space, having been held for 10 days by the Buhari regime, to now say that what's happened to him is a dog eat dog situation. So dog eat dog, or lion eat lion, or corruption eats corruption. So it's more like a corruption. There's absolutely no sympathy for this element called Ibrahim Magu. from my quarters, I have no sympathy for this guy because, of course, the DSS, which was acting under the Buhari regime, submitted a report to say that this guy, Ibrahim Magu, was corrupt and not fit for purpose. Buhari ignored that DSS report and submitted his name to the Senate anyway. The Senate then was under Bukola Saraki. So when the Senate then read through the presentation and they took into cognizance the DSS report, they rejected this guy, saying that this guy is really not fit for purpose because he's not of good standing and is a corrupt character, and we cannot have a corrupt character even in a country like Nigeria heading the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. So this was what the Senate said to Buhari. But Buhari, as ever, in his arrogance of ignorance, this is a man, by the way, that doesn't have a school cert, but he thinks he's wiser than everybody. So Buhari, in his ever arrogance of ignorance, decided that he knows better than all the PhD holders in the Senate. At least 30% of them, they are well educated. The rest of them are just malamis. But he says he knows better than the highly educated people in the Senate, the superbly internationally revered Nigerian population. He knows better than all of those people, and he knows better than this EFCC report. And he said, whether you confirm this guy or not, I will continue to retain him in that post. So he continued to retain Ibrahim Magu in that post in spite of all of the corruption allegations that has been leveled against this guy. So now Ibrahim Magu, you would be surprised to hear me say, is a victim in all of this situation, because Ibrahim Magu, in all honesty, was a corrupt man. He has never presented himself as anything other than a corrupt policeman, and the Nigerian state has identified him as a corrupt policeman, and they have presented the evidence to the no school cert president, Malam Buhari, that we have, that this guy is indeed a corrupt policeman. But our uneducated president has decided in his superior wisdom, his wisdom so superior that is better and more knowledgeable than Wole Soyinka and Chinua Achebe and Femi Falana and all of these sort of prominent people, or the Lamido Sanusi, and he is more intelligent than all of these people. So he has, and all of the Senate, of course, is more intelligent than all of them. So he has decided in his wisdom or lack of that this guy that everybody has said that is a criminal, and they have presented evidence to show that he is indeed a criminal, is the man best suited out of the 200 million people according to their statistics, because of course they are counting their own relatives from Niger Republic and Chad and everything as part of being the Nigerian state. So he has decided that all of these people that have come up to the conclusion that Ibrahim Magu is not fit for purpose because of his antecedents, that all of these people are of low IQ and they don't have the brain function to understand that Ibrahim Magu is indeed the best person for the job. So he has put Ibrahim Magu in that space and continued to renew his acting capacity, saying he's acting, and he has been acting for 5 good years, and being ever the excellent actor that he is, better than Odunlade Adekola or whatever his name is, being ever the excellent artist that this Ibrahim Magu is, he has acted his way into taking a good $1 billion out of the Nigerian state within 5 years, and he has packed it in Dubai and all over the world, because he's just looting the whole place, because of course he was a looter before he was brought in, and when Buhari assented to him, he thought that was a nod and a wink to him carrying on his looting ways. The person, of course, that was his godfather was Abakari, and that one has now passed on. So now the the wind has blown now, and we are seeing the behind of the chicken. Conversations in the comment section. This video has gone on for longer than I had intended, but a lot had to be said, and it needed to be said, and I'm saying it. But what says you is really where my interest is, so come share thoughts. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that really helps the channel, because then YouTube promotes the videos more. So click on like, please. Then once you've done all 3 clicks, come into the comment section, come tell me what you're making of this Ibrahim Magu saga. So I will leave you here, carry this conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.